so happy.
Hello and welcome to the BBZ. Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back. In today's episode, we have a few guys joining us. As I said in last episode, we have Seb, and we have James, and then we have Omar.
And Logan.
And
Yeah,
Logan too?
Yeah, we brought
Hey. This episode, I've got some new high-tech equipment with us. I've got this free soundboard that I downloaded. We'll be messing around with that, and yeah, we'll just be fucking
Hit the
around with
lights.
that.
It's boner time.
Alright, as you heard, it is officially boner time. Hey.
We're all
So,
gonna whip out our cocks over here and start slapping them
I'm
together.
I'm already completely naked. Like, so
Zach, can you make the cover of this podcast the picture with you with a cowboy hat on your dick?
Yeah.
does anybody? I don't save those videos. So if anybody has a screenshot of that, I don't save them because like
Ah,
I don't know.
don't worry, I
They're
have it
just like-
saved.
It's okay. Yeah.
They're
it's
kind of a
fucking-
premium thing, you know. They only happen once.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
They're only on Black
Right.
Zach's premium
I
Snapchat.
forgot. I had to send you like what 10 BBZ coins or some shit.
Yeah, the cost of one of those videos is 10 BBZ coins. Yeah, that's about it. There's no extra charge
Alright,
or
I'll
anything.
pay you back for that that other service you gave me the other day. I won't say it though.
I'm trying
Hey,
to
what
think
the
of
hell?
what that was.
I thought that was an exclusive
Well, what was-
service.
Nah,
What was
bro.
the service?
That's for USB, right? Hosting?
Omar, please explain this service to me.
No.
Oh, the service is I think you send me some very
Oh, you need to
exquisite videos. It's
Ah.
not safe for a public environment.
Yeah, they're a bit not safe for work. So
Yeah.
You just plug it into the
so our first topic for today is North Korea, and what they've been doing over the past 6 years. I'm currently on a forum above Top Secret. This is where I get like all of my conspiracy information. It's usually pretty accurate. They have good mods and stuff like that, and there's this one forum called North Korea Watch 2013 to 2019, and it documents all of the stuff, all of the major events that have happened in and around North Korea since 2013 to now. Our first one is North Korea vows to strengthen nukes amid tensions, and this was in March. This was on March 31st in 2013, and it's just kind of fucked because, like, if North Korea is strengthening their nuclear arms program, we talked about this right before the podcast started, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, just because of the fact that like nukes don't do anything for anyone.
Yeah, it's literally just fucking pointless.
Yeah.
Like,
It's an invention that fucking eradicates like whole fucking.
I don't understand. I thought Trump has been like fucking like dealing with that for so long, but then like he just became really good friends with Kim Jong-un.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was super weird. They literally went
Hey,
from
we're friends. I'm gonna
exchanging
start
on
making
Twitter
more
being
videos
like, yeah, I got a
on
bigger
society.
button than you, and then they were like walking in a park in North Korea, like
Yeah.
shaking hands and talking and shit like that, and it was like, what? Like,
Yeah, that shit makes no sense.
Maybe it's like,
don't
you know
just
how
do
like
that.
back in the old days, like if they wanted like certain fucking royalties to coexist peacefully, they'd get like the prince of one kingdom to mock
Oh yeah.
the princess of
Yeah.
maybe
Oh yeah,
had a fucking like
They had an arranged muck fest.
yeah.
yeah,
Had a
no.
mukbang, bro.
Personally, I think the entire
Fucking
endeavor endeavor with North Korea was like all set up over the past 10 years or whatever, in order to like fearmonger the world into doing certain stuff, like voting for Trump and stuff like that. I believe it's part of something bigger, like because that's just kind of fried. Like with fucking Terry, he's not just a dick to you and then you walk up to him and give him a hug and like suck on his dick. You don't just do that. Like,
Who the fuck is Terry?
oh,
Terry's a fucking legend.
Mason was just telling me, he's like, yo, I love to preach positivity in my life. I just love everyone. That's all I want to like. I just want to spread love. Except Terry. Fuck Terry, yo. Terry
dude, that is exactly my thought process, yo. I'm literally like so against hate, but there is 3 people I hate in this world, and Terry is one of them. Like, I just can't stand his negative attitude. I've never seen the man smile except for when he was fried.
Does he go to school with you guys?
Yeah. And like, he doesn't do anything.
Terry, if you're listening to this,
Fuck you.
you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, honestly though, like literally, that is a that is the only word to describe you, Terry. Is just
You know when you actually have to say like bruh to people? It's like the most like your brain is literally like completely turned off. You've tried to explain it every conceivable way to like something really important, and they're just like, no, I don't like it that way.
It's literally just a bruh moment.
It's
Like,
it is literally just bruh.
bruh.
Bruh. Jesus Christ. How did we go
we
from
actually,
fucking North Korea and
You
nukes
know,
to Terry?
fucking James is actually a Korean himself,
Yeah.
so I feel like he
Yeah.
might know a lot about this.
Okay, James, input your opinion on
Spit some
North
knowledge.
Korea.
About what again?
Spit some
Korea,
Korean
North
facts. Fuck's going on in your home?
Oh shit, yo! One time I went to the DMZ, or like I was like a kilometer away from the DMZ, right? There were like fucking tanks and snipers. Yeah,
Jesus.
it's crazy, and it was like close to Seoul too.
What?
That's just so fried. Like, why does your country need to do that? Like, you would only need to do that if your country is either preparing for war or at war, like you're being invaded or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I know, but,
completely
like,
unnecessary.
Yeah, but like people like fucking like shit.
Ah,
That's
true.
why
What? To get run over by the.
they're not active.
Imagine getting squished by a tank.
Dude, that'd be lit.
That'd be fucked up.
Sick.
Yeah, so lit.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I mean, you would kind of like
Fucking
die
survival.
instantly. Like, it's not like a car.
I know.
You would just be smushed. You're like a cockroach.
The sauna.
Yeah.
You'd be fucking.
Sweaty guys in one room.
Yeah.
Ah!
Like six thick pieces of clothing on all of us.
Do we just like take them off?
We should.
Should we just go bare?
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, if you like when it gets too hot, if you guys put your if you put your bodies together and everyone starts docking, then it actually there's like this chemical process that happens where it sucks all of the heat down through your body into your penis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I read a study on that. It's like
Yeah,
microbiology.
It's
or
like a
something.
fucking primal survival tactic.
It's like micro.
Dude, literally,
Yeah,
girls hide in my foreskin all the time. Now I know why.
We just got so off topic. What the fuck? We were talking about North Korea.
That's the thing, yo.
Dude, that's the thing with like actual conversations. You start off with
Yeah.
one topic and like you go to another, and that's what I really like. Like I only have friends that I can actually talk to, and that's what I mean by
Yeah.
actually talking. You start off at one topic and you just move on and move on. Like, it's not like small talk. Like, personally, I hate small talk.
Yo, for Zach, I think for the next show, we should definitely all do it in person. 'Cause I think in person is so lit.
Oh yeah, no, we gotta get together. I hopefully my house will be clean. Like my parents are moving right now, so I've just basically been like cleaning and shit like that. And our house is like a madhouse. Like there's so much shit everywhere. So like my basement is actually pretty chill. But it's still pretty messy down here. So like you know, I can't really have friends over. But yeah, no, we could do it at someone else's house or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I could bring my mic because my mic's pretty good.
You got that BBZ studio podcast, Mike?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you.
Black one.
Yeah, that fucking huge black one.
So lit.
Okay, back to the main topic. So
Yes.
after oh no, this was what the fuck is this? Is this timeline going backwards? I'm looking at this forum and this timeline is going backwards. What the fuck? Okay, so something that happened before nuclear or the strengthening of the nuclear program in North Korea, they declared a state of war. This was the day before this happened, and they literally declared a state of war with South Korea. And I'm just looking at the article now. It just doesn't make a lot of sense why you would want to start a war with South Korea, your fucking neighbor. Like, would we just like? I know a lot of Canadians that absolutely hate Americans, and you know, to all Americans, there's a lot of you that are good. There's a lot of you that are bad. But
Pretty fucking cancer, honestly.
yeah. As a country, there's just like you guys are pretty fucked, right? But like, we're not gonna just like declare war with you guys.
Yeah, because some people are like fucking assholes.
Yeah, I don't understand the concept of war, to be honest. Like, I could understand back in the day, but the way I see it now in like a modern society is there's literally no point for a war. It's not like you're gonna go on a conquest to get more land or some shit. It's kind of like it's just like a thing for power in my eyes.
Yo,
I don't know. It's like each country has its own big ass ego.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for war, literally just like, it's about money.
Yeah.
In war, countries make so much. Like the countries who are actually in control of the war, they profit so much off of these fucking. I forget what they're called, but they're like basically like it's usually like Russia and the fucking U.S. Oh, they're called proxy wars. They fight like proxy wars, yeah, through other countries, and they sell them weapons and shit. Completely fuck up their governments, like everything, and then like they just profit a shitload, regardless of which side we're in.
That's literally the fucking timeline of Star Wars. Like, I've looked into some of the extended universe of Star Wars, and literally like when the Empire rose, they were kind of just fucked. But that was all because of like Senator Palpatine, right? And then the New Order rose because people just started selling them weapons, and then they would sell those weapons out to other fucking planets and shit like that, and then they would come and like invade them and take their weapons. So they basically just made money by killing and stealing other people's shit, and that is exactly what's going on in like the Middle East right now, like in fucking Syria and Sudan.
Think about it, that's probably like the fucking best way to like live, to like exist as a human. Like I think growing up, if you have like the goal in mind of like, mommy, I want to fucking like murder a bunch of people, but before I rob them, and I want to beat them up and make them feel like shit and call them names. And your mom would probably be, what the fuck are you talking about, right? But in reality, if you were born in the U.S., there's a fairly good chance that something that you are doing will be contributing to.
Yeah, exactly. The entire U.S. economy is based off of their military power, as well as their ability to negotiate with other countries about oil. So they literally buy oil for so cheap and then they use it, but they also sell their own oil at really high prices, and it just fucks over smaller countries because they only sell their oil to the smaller countries. Like they don't sell their oil to us, but we sell them oil for super cheap, which is kind of just fucked. Like America has almost as many oil deposits as Canada has, but they just refuse to sell to us because they're greedy little bastards and they like fucking over other countries.
Yeah.
And
But I just think it's fucked up that I don't remember the exact statistic, but I think it was like 56% of the U.S. budget all goes.
Oh yeah, no, it's over half of their budget goes to their military.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna look that up.
It just like it makes me think like what the like this.
730.1 billion USD.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Like that is so
the shit
stupid.
they have is probably insane.
No, that's the thing. Their main battle tanks are M1 Abrams. And M1 Abrams are so outdated and they're so bad. Like compared to countries like Switzerland and France and even Canada, the M1 Abrams is 30 to 40 years behind. Like it is so outdated. Yet for whatever reason they just keep producing them and trading with them, and it's just like, why wouldn't you just buy a better tank?
Yeah.
So, I heard this thing that like someone like flew over Area 51 and there's like this banned plane. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like I don't remember who told me this. Yeah, basically there's this like super fucking illegal to have plane because it's super fast and it basically like rapes and the U.S. military, they just have like an entire field of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just
That shit like just makes me think that they're planning for something in the future.
Oh, they
Because like as of right now, there shouldn't be any reason for you to invest so much into the military to develop all this crazy ass fucking technology unless you see something coming. Or they're gonna be the ones to instigate something to happen.
The thing that's coming is going to be the fucking millions of people who are going to be storming Area 50.
Dude, I honestly hope that goes down. Because it would show that the U.S. government has no power over their citizens, and that
until they fucking kill every single million of them.
Well, and if they did that, do you know how much fire the U.S. would be under? That is literally a war crime.
Yeah, exactly.
Like almost 2 million people have signed up for this event. If 2 million show up and 2 million die, the U.S. will be fucked. They won't be able to do anything. Like,
yeah, like, honest, I can't remember how many people.
You completely cut out.
Oh, I said I can't remember how many people signed up for that petition to like storm Area 51. I'm sure like most people just did it as a fucking meme. Pretty sure it's. Oh, right, yeah, okay. I thought it was like a lot more.
Oh, it might be more actually. It's been a meme for like a while.
Yeah, most people just like sign up for a meme, but you know there's actually gonna be like a group of like 50 or 100 people that actually like try and go, and they're all just gonna get fucking clapped. Like,
well, even if they get shot, if 50 people or something get shot, that's literally the government executing their own people. That's just as bad as 2 million people dying, in my eyes.
Yeah, it'll definitely like cause a lot of fucking backfire on the U.S.'s reputation, more than it's already like down the shithole. But it'll be even worse.
Isn't it right to fucking protest?
But it's more like an invasion.
Yeah, it's more of an invasion.
But I don't think that many people can do it because there's this one tiny narrow road that leads to the facility.
Yeah, it's like a 2 mile shit.
Yeah, it's not gonna fit all those people. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's not an amusement park.
Yeah.
It's fucking like.
Yeah, there's 749,000 storm. Or who said that they're.
Oh, I just looked up the number and it was 1.7 million. That was 5 days ago.
You know what? There's probably like multiple
Yeah.
people.
I only know of the main one on Facebook. But I'm pretty sure that one was just started as a meme. Like, apparently the guy who started it like regrets it now.
Yeah. Imagine starting some shit like that as a fucking everyone actually. Yeah. I saw some shit like
233 members of this one group who say they're gonna swim it are from Calgary.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh no. Fuck off.
So jokes. We finna storm the gates and find out them secrets once and for all. Does Wendy's serve fresh frozen beef? Who framed Roger Rabbit? Who's the motherfucker that didn't make Space Jam 2?
Hold on, we gotta pause for a second. We gotta pause for a second, hold on.
And that is declared.
the super soldier.
Okay, sorry about that. There was a little technical issue. We had to pause there. What? Alright, we're back.
Yeah, I was just talking about the fucking alien sex dungeons they probably have there.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't even know what they have in Area 51, but I'm suspicious because it is such a big deal.
I think they have. Here's my theory behind it. There was probably some type of fucking UFO crash. So they like surrounded the area, built a perimeter, and then they're like dissecting whatever the fuck fell from the sky, and they're
Yeah.
making ridiculous
Yeah, they
technology
probably
from
made
it.
insane technology.
They have some shit like I'm almost convinced. Like there's no proof, but I'm almost convinced they have like railguns and shit.
Oh, they definitely
And
do.
Literally, yeah, like
railguns-
literally fucking weapons from Call of Duty zombies. They probably have ray guns. Like literally.
Well, ray gun technology like actually exists in the world today as like plasma weapons. The
Yeah.
media portrays them as them being in their infancy, but in reality, they're most likely miles ahead because studies have shown that the media is always like years behind on the technology that is actually
Yeah,
being developed.
Yeah, literally.
It's like the thing that I saw was like, if you know about a technology, the military has probably had it for like 80 years.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like railguns were first developed in the 50s. And they've only just started coming out in the last decade. And you know, in the last decade they've been like big ass railguns meant to shoot down like ICBMs and stuff like that, but I honestly think that the railguns they have developed, like actually developed, are 50,000 times more powerful, and some of them may even be handheld.
Oh, yeah. You probably literally fucking disintegrate someone.
Oh yeah, but like I'm just looking at this ray gun thing, and there's an actual ray gun that exists, and it uses lasers, and it's I'm trying to find what kind of ship it's on. It's on a U.S. Navy ship, but they use it to like shoot down drones and airplanes and like disable other ships and stuff. And this laser is so incredibly powerful, it can shoot a ship like I don't know how far away it is, but they can shoot it and it will literally burn through the ship like this steel hull.
That is fucked.
You know, the biggest thing I want to know, what the fuck is at the North Pole?
Bro,
Nothing.
it's just fucking like
Santa Claus.
yeah, Santa, bro. He's mossing up.
It's
Shit.
probably really cool up there.
Yeah, it's really so sick. Okay, the thing that actually scares me though is like I'm imagining society in like 100 years where I don't know if they'd ever fucking do this, probably longer, but where we get so advanced that like they'll actually just release weapons like that to the public when like those weapons are considered like fucking minuscule compared to their actual military shit.
Well, I mean,
Because like you
look
can
at the
walk,
weapons
you can
you
walk
can
into
buy.
one and buy a fucking like AK-47 off of a shelf.
You can buy a
Back
goddamn
then, when the
minigun.
AK-47
You can
was
literally
invented,
buy
bro.
like rocket launchers and grenade launchers.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
What? At Walmart?
Yes, literally at fucking.
Well, I mean,
thought
you
you
can't
weren't
buy
allowed to
grenade
have rocket
launchers and rocket launchers at Walmart, but you can buy those at like actual gun stores and shit.
Yeah,
Why would you ever need a rocket launcher within
exactly.
has one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of rappers that I see them flexing fucking bazookas and
Those are
shit.
literally-
Like,
Literally like the fucking worst person.
Why would you?
Yeah.
But you're probably not allowed to like shoot it.
no, definitely fucking not.
So like,
You're
why would they
definitely
allow
not.
you to?
Exactly.
They're like, yeah, you can have. Don't.
Just don't like use the fucking 5 rockets that you bought for it. Those are just accessories,
Keep
okay?
in your
The only reason to have a
decoration.
fucking is if you're like a drug lord and you're getting raided by like a SWAT unit and tanks pull up to your house. That's-
You just fucking pull. These SWAT guys are pulling up to some drug dealer's house and they're like, alright, this guy's a big deal, but he's gonna be easy. He whips out a fucking RPG.
Fucking blows it
Military
up.
whips out the ray gun.
And he just activates like GTA fucking 5 cheat codes. Infinite
Spawns a
ammo.
helicopter.
Infinite
Spawns
ammo,
fucking
God
ammo.
mode.
Yeah. That shit is fucking fried. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm so glad we're not gonna live in at a fucked up point.
Yo, they already said there's like this video that was really popular on YouTube for a while, and it was like, in like within the next like 10 years, we're gonna have the technology to probably extend our lives infinitely, or like
Oh yeah.
just a shitload like in the future. I'm sure they already have that, yo.
Oh,
Yeah.
they do. There's literally, I was reading an article a while back about a chemical that is inside of everybody's cells and every one of our cells. I think it's called like DHA plus or something. But the mitochondria produces it and it goes to all the other organelles inside of the cell and it basically rebuilds the organelles and stuff like that. But when you're sometime around the age of like 30, this chemical starts to get produced less and less, and eventually it stops. But what this chemical does is it promotes cell regeneration and youthfulness. So literally, the only reason why we age and why we die is because this chemical it like stops being produced.
Oh.
And scientists are trying to like isolate it so you can get like injections of this stuff, and then you can live longer.
That's so lit.
Kind of fucked. I don't know if I'd even want to live that.
I think a natural life is the way to go. Like,
Exactly. Like, we weren't meant to fuck with our lives. Like, we weren't meant to invent all this bullshit.
that is
Right,
literally
extend,
playing
like,
God.
I don't know. You could look at it both ways. Just like, and this like goes back to whatever like people believe in. Like, if you're religious, then you'll believe in like the fall of mankind or whatever. That's like the way I see it. Like, we weren't meant to try and fuck with what was already given to us. We're just meant to follow fate as it is, not like find a cheat code around it, basically.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of fucked up shit. There's like also shit I saw. People can plug themselves into computers and like have their conscious in a fucking computer
Yeah,
chip.
Elon Musk is fucking.
Oh yeah,
That is so fried.
dude. Literally, I read an article just a couple of weeks ago about this guy. He doesn't work with Elon Musk, but I believe they're like friends or something, and he literally created a direct neural interface chip which plugs into your brain, and then it plugs into a computer, and you can literally interact with the computer.
That is like, that's some crazy ass shit. Yeah, I don't even know how they get to that point.
Dude, that is like
Like,
literally the most advanced science. Like that is
yeah, like
insane.
that is just fucked.
Okay, wait. Explain that one more time.
So basically, it's a small little chip that gets surgically implanted into the base of your or the I guess the top of your spinal cord, where your spinal cord meets your brain, and and the chip analyzes your brainwaves for a period of time, so it lies dormant in your brain for about a week, and then what you do is it has a little port in your skin, and you can literally plug in to a computer, and you can like surf the web on it. You can talk to other people. Like you can type. Say you're on Discord, you can write the messages without even moving. And now they're getting to the point that they're using what's it called, quantum computers, and the coding in that to be able to analyze brainwaves and create a digital profile of your consciousness.
That
Yo.
is, yeah, that's fucking mind blowing.
Yeah. So are you saying I could charge my Juul by plugging it into the back of my head?
Basically,
Honestly, yeah, you probably could.
Fuck.
you
I would-
probably
I
fucking
could
could.
never-
I wouldn't be surprised if they originally tried developing that kind of that technology just to like track what other people are doing or some
Yeah.
shit. As a kind of a stalking
I
thing.
would literally
Jesus.
advertisers and shit the perfect. Like they already have like pretty much every single possible detail figured out
Yeah,
to advertise towards you and target everything so that you're literally trapped by like any
Yeah.
type of fucking thing that can sell to you. But that would take it to an entire other level.
yeah, literally.
Oh yeah.
Your life would literally completely revolve around that because they would engineer your life to be.
But
yeah,
but
and that's another thing I want to touch on. Like, how the fuck does Google know anything? Like, okay, example. I was literally at a drive-through, and we were getting chicken nuggets. And while we were waiting in the drive-through, I opened Instagram. First advertisement I see is literally McDonald's chicken nuggets.
oh, you know how they do that? I've actually looked into this because it appears on my phone too. Literally, what
Yeah.
they do is, so this is mainly with Samsung accounts. It doesn't happen with Apple iPhones and stuff like that. But with Samsung
Yeah.
phones, you have to create a Google profile, and that like goes on your phone. It maintains all of your stuff, right? Basically, this Google profile knows your location at all times. So when you're near any sort of like commercial place, it straight up sends this information to Google, and Google's like, let's show them some ads. So you go to McDonald's, you get ads for McDonald's. And like if you go to a mall, you get ads for different shops in that mall. And it's so fucked. Cause like, and I figured this out because my phone kept sending me like notifications saying, "Oh yeah, how did you enjoy this place?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" I
Oh
was
yeah,
just
yeah,
there.
same. Yeah, I was literally like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
And it literally like it tracks where you went, and you can actually see it. Like
Yeah.
a while ago, I used to look at this. I just stopped because it was like I'm kind of like, all right, well, you're doing this. There's nothing I can do to
I
stop
swear
it.
though that our phones are constantly saying because
And like monitoring everything, 100%.
Like-
yeah.
Oh, they are.
Seda, she was telling me, like, she turned off OK Google on her phone, and then she's like, OK Google, and then it pops up, and it's like, activate OK Google now.
Yeah, exactly.
And same with your iPhone, if you take, like, a live video, if you go, like, if you say 3, 2, 1, and then press the live video, or the live picture button, then it captures when you said 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked.
So it has to constantly be, like, aware of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always think someone's watching me through my like camera. That's why when I'm
They
beating my
can.
dick, I feel like a piece of shit. I'm like, yo,
Somebody's
who the
looking at your
fuck
face.
is watching?
There's literally a
Some
movie
science-
about that.
Intensely, like, fucking, like, watching you, like,
Analyzing
jotting down notes, like, how often you stroke,
His
what's
facial expression changed
the
over here.
SPM,
SPM.
semen per minute.
He was telling me that like your phone is always like looking at your face, and then it sends that information to companies, and they're trying to do this thing at like shopping centers where like ads, like the billboards have like the cameras, and when you look at them, it like recognizes your face,
What?
and then it takes like your face, and then like takes your search information from like their facial recognition and like
Right.
gives you ads.
Are we gonna have
Yeah.
to fucking sign the terms and conditions every time?
Yeah, I don't even fucking
That's
know.
fucking right.
There's a Black Mirror episode on that.
Which, you just cut out.
There's like, do you guys watch Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's an episode about like, I think it was Black Mirror anyways. There's an episode about like this girl walking around and she's looking at these advertisements, and these advertisements show her in the actual advertisement, and it's and they're changing every time she walks up, and it's like, you know, they literally greet her. They're like, "Hi Samantha, check this out," and it's like, what the fuck?
That's probably how it's gonna be someday
it'll
in the
probably be
future.
like we all have like our own online profile. You walk by an ad and it literally puts you in. It's like, hey, look how you look with this pair of Ray-Bans.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, honestly, I would hate that. Like, that would just make me feel so
Yeah, that'd
fucking
be
anxious.
so cam.
Omar, look how you look in panties. Male pants. Internet yesterday.
Fucking probably though. Like,
Yo, it'd probably like track your sexuality and be like, look at how your partner would look in this.
Look at how your partner would look as a female.
Yeah, it's
You watch a
fucked.
lot of dark-skinned-
That's another thing. Amazon is so fucked. Like, Amazon just, it tracks what you order, when you order it. It like, records your credit card information and shit like that. And,
Look at how you would look. Buy melanin now.
oh fuck. Dude, melanin injections
number
are so
15.
Melanin. The last thing you want in your skin is extra melanin. You already have some.
But as it turns out, you already have some.
Oh my fucking god.
Zach, you've seen the Burger King foot lettuce video, right?
Of course, yo.
Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce.
Yo, we were at fucking Petland today, and what was it? Seder was like, fuck, what were we getting? Oh yeah, we were reading like this list of things you can buy, like doggy backpack, doggy water bottle,
Yeah.
doggy like fucking swimsuit, some bullshit. We're looking at it and Seda's like, number 15, doggy backpack. The last thing you want on your is a
The
doggy
fucking
backpack.
backpack.
And the cashier started fucking crying. They were literally dying so hard.
We need to find that guy and get him on a.
Oh, Dylan is chilling. I have him on Instagram. I could message him.
Yeah, hit him up.
His name is Dylan is chill.
Yeah, Dylan is chilling.
Is he from Calgary?
No, but he's been to Calgary.
Oh.
Let's see, Dylan.
Yeah,
is
after the Burger
chilling.
King foot lettuce thing, he blew up. Like, he has like 4 million hours of shit.
Does he actually talk like that all the time?
Fucking, that's what we
I
were
don't-
trying
I
to
don't
like
think
think
so.
about. How does he talk in?
No, I don't think he does.
Yeah, I'm on his Instagram right now. His voice literally sounds like that.
How's it going, everyone? So my friend Nate told me about 2 people that are really big fans of the channel, so I'm gonna go surprise them with some free merch.
Well, do you have a message for Dylan if you met?
Oh.
Just imagine him on a podcast.
Hello, guys. He's such a fucking
Hey,
monotone
guys.
voice. Yeah, I'm actually hitting him up right
Yo,
now.
he makes music too.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his music videos.
They're actually like kind of nice. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie, production's pretty fucking. Number 9. 2 niggas kissing.
saw this.
What is that?
500K.
Oh.
It said Google.
Okay.
Who's picture pen?
All right, Zach. What other topics were we thinking about?
Hold on. Okay. I'm looking at this fucking alien autopsy. I'm trying to figure out if it's real or not.
Oh fuck. Bro, aliens must be real.
They
There's
are,
actually no
100%.
way around. And the fact that some people like don't believe in that shit, it just goes to show, first of all, the conditioning I guess the government has on its people to keep them closed-minded and just like blind to everything going on. And just it also shows how people are like kind of. It comes back to ego too, like the fact that some people think we're actually the only fucking living things in this entire universe that never is constantly expanding.
Honestly,
That's
most
fucked.
people I talk to now, when I like try to tell them about this shit, they're like, "No, I believe that like statistically, like it literally would make absolutely no sense. They just don't believe that aliens would come to Earth, that they have."
Oh shit! I'm looking at these photos of this alien autopsy, and so it's a huge. It's like 50 pages of like written stuff.
Oh, yo, fuck. There's this fucking video that I've seen. Okay, basically it's in it was either in Iraq. They dug up like this tomb that was supposedly like an ancient Babylonian city, and they found in this tomb this guy who was supposed to be a Nephilim, which is like the fucking like in Bible stories, it's like the angels, they like came down to the earth and they started fucking humans, and they produced like giants, and these people had like they were like fucking, they lived longer, superhuman strength and shit. And it shows them digging open this tomb. Fuck. And basically, rack, tomb.
If you're like,
Oh, this is it. Yeah.
Oh,
found
yeah, I have seen.
Literally, I think probably one of the craziest things I've seen.
Wait, let me see.
here, share it in general.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I heard about this.
Yeah, yo, it looks insane. And then apparently immediately after, the U.S. military like stormed in and like fucking.
Fuck, of course.
Yeah.
As soon as they hear about some shit like that, they're not gonna leave it alone.
There's a really fucking good movie about like aliens and stuff. It's called Prometheus, and it's so good. Like it is just
did
like
you guys see
it's insane.
the most recent one is fuck.
What is it? The Covenant, right?
Yeah, Covenant.
Oh, Covenant is so
Like-
fucked.
That was more like a horror movie.
That one
than,
was literally scary
like a
as shit.
philosophical-
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but that shit was realistic. Yeah, it was like gory as fuck. I love it.
Yeah, fuck yo. The end of Covenant literally like gave me so.
I still have not seen that.
Oh, it's on Netflix. You gotta go watch it right after this. It's so good.
Yeah, I'll watch it tonight.
It's literally like. But I suggest before you do that, you watch Prometheus. Just because, like, it's a direct sequel to Prometheus.
Yeah, I've seen the first.
Yeah, no, it picks up directly where Prometheus left off, and it kind of does a good job of like explaining all the shit that happened in Prometheus.
Yeah, supposedly it's supposed to be on and on.
But yeah, no, it's pretty fucked with like the engineers and stuff like that, and the origins of humans. And personally, I believe there is some sort of like alien intervention with us, because how is there one dominant species on Earth, one intelligent species on Earth? Because
it's
like there's literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of different species, yet only one of them is intelligent enough to have complex social structures,
Emotions,
yeah, like complex emotions, and as well as like complex communication. Literally, we've developed the ability to leave our planet, which is and
it
most
doesn't
species
make
out there
sense.
don't even have the concept of planets, which is wild to me.
Yo, it literally doesn't make sense considering the fact that like I think it was like 2 or 3 million years, we were straight monkeys,
Literally.
and then 30,000 years ago, we became like fucking intelligent and developed everything, and we started looking like actual humans, not like monkeys anymore.
Yeah, and like, what the fuck happened? All the documentaries and stuff like that say like, oh, we stood up, and then suddenly we got a good brain, and we were no longer
Yeah,
monkey.
we evolved, bro. We evolved.
And it was like,
being
you don't
conscious,
just
like,
stand up and get smart.
Yeah, no, I'm sure like from from day one, humans have definitely had the same like conscious abilities, but they were just in a completely new environment and discovered everything slowly. But like, and things like language developed over time. But like, I'm sure like thought processes. I'm not sure how people thought back then.
Yeah.
Because they probably didn't fucking think in English. Like I don't.
Yeah, but
like,
the thing is, it's just like, how come like if we have been on this planet, like there are species that have been on this planet for way longer than ones with opposable thumbs, ones that are like fucking like birds. Birds have been around like for literally forever.
Dude,
And
crocodiles and alligators are the oldest living dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And like,
literally fucking dinosaurs.
look at them. They haven't changed in the past 200 million years.
Zach, yo, have you seen that video of like that fucking zoo and the one alligator? It's like trying to turn around to like get the fish that the guy threw in, but instead it like just fucking grabs another alligator's arm and rips it off.
I have not seen that video.
So fucking
the other
funny.
alligator didn't even shit.
Yeah, the other then
There
the
was
alligator,
zero reaction.
The alligator that got its arm ripped off literally just like sits there. It does. It's so jokes.
Oh, maybe I have. Here, I just searched it up. Rips off and eats its playmate's leg during feeding time at a zoo.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it got deleted.
No, I found it on the Daily Mail.
No word.
Yeah, no, it got deleted. Fucking
It's fucking Jesus. Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, he just straight up rips his arm off and eats it. And the other alligator does
He
nothing.
didn't just rip it off. He
Yeah. No, another alligator.
Oh my god.
Because it was fucking. It's literally like retarded. There's no like. It was just fucking stupid.
Or it's just hungry as shit.
That's the thing. He threw food.
Yeah, the other one, there was another one, and he like turned around onto his back, and he looked like a retarded, like a kid with autism, like having an episode. He was just fucking gnawing at the ground trying to get this fish, while the other one is eating the other guy's arm.
Yo, apparently I read this thing that there were dinosaurs when dinosaurs lived. They were like these really fucking big ass. They're pretty much like. A lot of people think that these survived, and that's where a lot of drag came from. But basically, they were like these they had like super big ass wings. They were like pterodactyls, but they were way fucking bigger. And they
Oh
had
yeah, I know what
brains
you're
that
talking
were-
about.
They had brains that were roughly the size of human brains or bigger, and they had opposable thumbs as well.
That's literally
Yeah,
human
that's
right
weird.
there. That is like a human with
Yeah,
with wings.
The fucking reptilian, yo.
Yeah. Well, apparently another thing too is that we have this brain called cortex, and it's like I think like somehow we have evolved from dinosaurs in some way, because we do have like we have this reptilian like part in all of our brains that gets activated during certain thought processes and things.
Shit. Well, we did evolve supposedly from like fish, and fish are like cousins of reptiles.
Yeah.
Except fish are fucking stupid as shit.
Have you seen the blobfish?
Yeah. Well, what
That is
the
my
fuck
favorite
is that?
fish. Like it looks, it has like a human face, and it just looks so depressed.
Yeah.
Jesus
What the
Christ.
fuck do blobfish even do? What do they what do they contribute to the?
I have no clue.
Do they even swim or do they just fucking like
I
walk?
imagine
crawl
they
around?
literally just flop around.
No, that's what they do because blobfishes are like pretty much like massive balls of jelly with like little to no muscles. So they just sit around all day and eat plankton.
Bro, we don't even know what's out there in the ocean. Like we've only discovered what was it? I think it's like 5% of like
Yeah.
actual life in the ocean.
Yeah, and we've only explored like 2% of the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Like, think about it.
We can't
Most
really
of our
go,
Earth
like-
is made up of water, yet we don't even know what's in it.
Yo, there's probably monsters like in the ocean that are massive, that could swallow a fucking whale. But they actually are just like so deep.
Do you guys know about the SCP Foundation?
No. What's that?
Oh, you gotta look it up. It is easily one of my like, I don't know, favorite websites. It's
The SCP Foundation?
yeah, just search up SCP Foundation, you'll get the wiki. But it's basically like thousands of like monsters, but they're all like supernatural and shit, and they can do stuff. Like one of the most popular ones is SCP-173, and it's a stone statue that has like blood all over it, and if you blink, it like literally teleports over to the room and snaps your neck. So you gotta you gotta keep direct eye contact with it at all times.
That's from fucking Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, the Weeping Angels? Yeah, it's based off of that.
What?
Yeah, but like there's literally thousands of one, and there's one, I think it's SCP-3000, and it's literally a giant eel that is like 600 kilometers long, and it lives in the Pacific Ocean, and it fucks with your head if you get too close to it. Like it makes you go insane.
Fuck up.
How do people know?
Well, most of this is like fiction, but there's quite a few that like are really quite realistic. Like the SCP Foundation itself is completely fictitious, but part of me like believes that a good part of it is actually real, just because of some of the details they have in it.
Yeah, or like at least like the stuff is based off something similar to it.
You know, fucking game.
Oh, it's probably like the game is based on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, all the games, like there's SCP Containment Breach, which is like a dope ass horror game. That's based off of this.
Fuck. I want to play a horror game right now, actually. Horror games are so lit.
Dude, horror games are my favorite. They're like horror
did you play
movies,
Amnesia?
but Amnesia, I've never played Amnesia.
Amnesia is
Wait, that shit?
yeah,
I
it's
can never.
scary.
Well, the most
The fact that you have to control the character and make him survive is like.
Oh, it's really
the most lit horror game is probably Dead Space.
Dead Space,
is so fire.
I literally couldn't get past like the first like mission because I it was just like I couldn't make it.
Yo, there is this,
Yeah.
what is it?
Alien.
Game? Dead Space 2, like the special edition. It's like a first-person Dead Space shooting game. It was probably like the scariest. It felt like you're fucking. It was so fucked.
Yeah, no, SCP Containment Breach is probably the scariest game I know of. Because you're, like, the whole point of SCP is that, like, in every game, there's always these containment breaches, and the facilities are made out to be like mazes. And so you start off in the lowest level, and there's literally like 50 monsters hunting you, and each one does a different thing.
Yeah, I think it was Dead Space. No, maybe it wasn't. I don't know, dude. Dead Space. Ah, fuck.
Wait, what is that one video game? Truck Island.
Oh,
What is it
fuck.
called? That one
one's-
looks pretty
That
scary.
one is actually probably the most scary video game I've seen.
Yeah.
Was it
Oh,
Outlast?
Outlast.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Outlast.
Outlast
that-
was
that-
fuck.
God,
That is the scariest
Yeah.
game I've ever seen.
Outlast is fucked up.
It's banned in 5 countries because it's supposedly too scary.
It's so fuck scary. I've never been so scared watching someone.
Yeah,
play
I
a
watched the
fucking-
playthrough of the whole thing and I was like,
Would
what
you-
the?
Outlast 2 is like
I watched
just as
fuck-
scary.
some nigga named H2O Delirious.
Oh, that guy's so
bad.
Delirious. Yeah.
The Thanos gaming game.
Yeah, all those guys.
Yo, something that is really interesting that I learned recently is that, like, you know how Marco Polo was like the first European to explore Asia and like fucking record a bunch of shit about it.
Yeah.
He said that and this is something that like a lot of like historians like they dispute it because it doesn't go with anything that's been fucking said, and it goes against a lot of like history. But basically, what he said is that there were like these things that they had in Asia, and they were like these really big ass reptiles.
Yeah.
They had 2 legs, stood up, and they fucking they I think they called them like dragons. They just had 2 legs.
Right.
Yeah, but then basically they killed all of them.
Oh fuck.
But-
Fucking of course
but
they did.
But Marco Polo said that, and people like they take that entry and they completely discard it because it literally doesn't make to like the regular like.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of fucking reptiles? There's an SCP. I'm just trying to find it. I don't know what it is, but it's basically an indestructible like alligator. Like you just can't fucking kill it, no
fuck.
matter what you do.
It's fucked up if he actually like saw.
He did, yo.
That's
He
fucked.
fucking he wrote a. Being
I think
he said the
dragons
jaws
were real.
wide enough to
Like,
swallow.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
30 feet in length.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but basically what he didn't say they had wings, but they were just literally giant fucking like serpent looking.
Holy shit.
How is that not believable though?
Because the thing is that historians like they fucking dispute it. They're like,
I mean, it's not like it's supernatural though, right? It's just like
it's like a dinosaur, pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
But there's a lot of people who are like, that's literally just Marco Polo was fucking so.
Marco Polo's on acid, bro. Don't worry. He just wrote some bullshit.
He was just fucking with us, yo. He knew one day like everyone would be reading his shit and be like, hey.
Yeah,
Fucking
he's just it's a
hilarious.
fuck prank, yo.
Yeah.
That was so funny that I saw dragons and no one believed it.
Okay, yo. I wanted to make this one a bit longer, and I mean it was, but I think it's time to wrap it up. I gotta go. I gotta get through
Yeah, how
some
long
shit.
have we been going for?
We've been going for 58 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
this is gonna be one long ass episode. This literally will take me 2 hours to render in. Yeah,
It'll be
so
worth it though. I think we
Oh,
covered a
it'll be
lot of.
fucking worth it. Yeah, we talked a shit ton. We talked about a lot of different stuff. So I'm really happy.
I think our next episode, I just want like some sort of platform, and I think this is perfect to talk about like drug experiences.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I was
yeah.
I want
thinking.
to talk about like the acid and shit, like, cause that shit. There's so much we can talk about
Yeah.
related to all of that.
Yo,
Yeah, no, I want to do acid with Wesley
remember some of
before the
fucking stories
next
I told you,
the
right?
next episode. So I'll definitely fucking get on that.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay,
We
yo.
got some crazy shit to talk about.
I just want to say thank you all for watching. If you have the time,
You're
please subscribe and like the video. Don't just fucking watch it. I see my analytics. I see all you fucking
Yeah, you fucking
just
carries.
watching and then like not subscribing. Like literally 91% of the people that watch my videos don't subscribe. So I'm a bit
I
disappointed.
was your first subscriber.
Thank you, Mar. I appreciate
I
that.
subscribed to you. I subscribe I subscribe from this fucking weird account.
Yeah, see, these guys are fucking homies. They know to subscribe. So, if you're watching this right now and you don't subscribe, you're officially blacklisted from listening to the BBZ. So, yeah, get the fuck out of here if you're not subscribing. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next episode, and yeah, peace.